All set. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. Thank you for being here with me today for this meditation time. I'm obviously needing it this morning, as every morning. That is true every morning. So anyway, we are continuing. I was just looking over the YouTube recordings of our Monday morning meditations for the last few weeks, last night, and just noticing our theme of emotional hygiene and just paying attention to what's happening on the inside. We are coming up to that time of year where the holidays bring excitement, but they can also bring stress, whether it's, you know, family or relationship stress or just the busyness of the season. Um, a lot of times we look at the year and go, oh my gosh, where has this year gone? I haven't done this. I haven't done that. I've got this whole to-do list that I meant to get done and it's not done now. And, on and on. Everything kind of starts feeling compressed. Like, oh, I have not finished what I want to finish this year. And and certainly there can be tasks or relationships on the outside, situations on the outside that we do need to step up on, if we want to accomplish those things at the end of the year, if we want to just push them off until the next year, whatever. But the fact that they're in our mind taking space can start to feel very compressed this time of year. So as I was kind of looking at our theme, it's like, wow, that's really appropriate for, for this upcoming season and transition into the new year. I really feel for all the people who were affected by Hurricane Helene. Talk about to-do lists getting compressed really fast. I live close to where things got flooded, and just I'm in Florida, and that wasn't even where there's so much devastation down here in Florida, but it wasn't even where the hurricane hit. It just was vast. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, it just told me I signed out of my account. Oh my gosh, Zoom, you're crazy. Sorry about that. And, just so much devastation and so widespread for a hurricane. Usually a hurricane has a certain path, and certainly spreading out from the hurricane, places get affected by those arms of the hurricane that are swirling around. But I don't think, and I've heard from people around me who have lived here much longer than I have, that they've never seen this kind of devastation from a hurricane that wasn't close to us as this one wasn't. So it's just huge. And so, I'm hearing, and seeing pictures and videos of the damage that has been done and just hearing people's responses to it, understandably devastating. And, and there's also an air of, I have myself, I have my family, and we're okay. We'll get through this. There's a lot of people helping people. There's a lot of, our people are more important than things. And, and certainly things got decimated in this storm. So, part of why I'm bringing this up is that we do hold all those affected in this storm in our hearts. In our meditation time this morning, as we're meditating together, we're building an energy that can just go out and uplift in our own way, uplift those people, all those people who've been affected by it. And, maybe it makes our end of the year to-do list look a little simpler too. So anyway, so kind of back to our meditation time. So as we're working on this theme of releasing what we need to release on the inside, our outside world becomes much simpler. We know what's worth carrying into the next year, what to-dos are worth carrying into next year, what to-dos, like many people now, have to have those responsibilities and tasks continue into the new year. We don't have to hold on to the emotions any longer than necessary. Emotions are necessary to help us process what has gone on in our year or in our recent weather. So those emotions are necessary, and we don't want to carry them around with us. And so that whole idea of emotional hygiene is keeping clean and clear as much as possible, not by avoidance, not by suppression, but by feeling those feelings, being authentic with ourselves. This is how I'm feeling. I don't want to stay stuck here. But if we ride those waves of emotion, we come to the other side where there is solution. There's solution, there's resolution. One way or another, things always get resolved, and we don't have to carry fret around with us. We don't have to carry worry. We don't have to carry resentment. We can just let it go. And our meditation time, once again, is our practice in letting go. It's our practice in letting go. It's our practice in not getting sucked into what's happening in our minds, in our emotions, in our bodies, because those things are going to come and go. Even if we have a pain in the body that grabs our attention, the attention to it comes and goes. So our meditation time is when we practice that wonderful skill of just being, just letting go. So let's do that right now in our time together. And we're just going to start with our initial deep breaths, letting the mind body system know that it's time to switch gears, slow down, and go within. And we've worked with this in our meditation time enough that when we give the cue, our mind body system knows what to do. And maybe you can just feel yourself going within to that center. Feel your body relax in the chair that you're sitting in. With every breath, let your body melt a little bit more into your body, into your seat. Feel all the muscles relax more and more. And as we relax, we open. We open. And we hear the sounds around us. We open and we feel the air temperature on our skin. As we relax and open, the mind slows down, even if only a bit. It slows down and it's paying attention to things on the inside. We're more acutely aware of those sounds going on around us that maybe the mind was so loud and so busy we didn't even notice those sounds. birds or airplanes, cars going by, dogs barking. And just notice without thought, without an evaluation. We just simply notice. And as we relax and go in, it's also a movement of rising above the busy mind, rising above what's happening in the world, rising above what's happening in our own everyday lives. Rising above all of the to-do list that seems so unending, that the mind tells us is so important. And in this higher place of our center, all that dust of the mind settles, settles, settles. And we can see that the mind activity is just that, just dust. And we get to experience that as we let the dust of the mind settle. That powerful presence of this quiet, amazing self is left. This presence of the self is the only real thing in our world. Everything else is just dust. You may notice that the mind is so used to being in charge that it comes up and tries to grab attention again. It tries to grab its place of false importance. Just notice that. Notice that its power and influence is just so false. And just let the quiet be the quiet, not taking any thought, noticing the sounds around us without any thought movement about them. What a wonderful break, rest for the body and the mind, our internal awareness to remove itself from the busyness of the mind and all of its pulls. Just letting all that dust settle, rising above it and expanding into that quiet. And when we need the mind again to do those tasks that are before us, we can pick the mind up and use it for the task. instead of the mind using us and carrying us away with all sorts of things in all sorts of directions. We get to use the mind instead of the mind using us. And that is a beautiful practice. And if you can stay in this space and just be in that quiet for a little bit longer this morning, I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, I invite you to go in this quiet and notice that you can pick the mind up to do the next task, but still above it, still in charge. There's a concept that says the mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. And that's what we're taking with us today. The mind is our servant, not our master. If you are going about your day, I invite you to take a couple of breaths to enliven the cells of the body and feel yourself in your chair, the space around you. Taking that master self with you into your day, your tasks, your week, checking in with this space every day and many times throughout the day this week. Thank you for being here with me. We will continue this practice as we do every week next week. Happy October starting tomorrow. And I look forward to being here with you again next week. Bye-bye.